Good evening. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Jaimin Wasa, Executive Committee member of Ahmedabad Management Association and promoter of Dr. Jaimin Wasa AMA MSME Development Center. Let me address to my President in absentia, Dr. Sawan Guriawala, Executive Committee members of Ahmedabad Management Association, Executive Director in absentia, Mr. Unmesh Dikshit, members of the governing body, entrepreneurs, friends, ladies and gentlemen. A very much warm welcome to each one of you to this 12th SME Growth Series seminar organized by the Ahmedabad Management Association under the banner of Jaimin Wasa AMA MSME Development Center. This is an institution dedicated to the nurturing knowledge, innovation, and entrepreneurial excellence. With the support of Ahmedabad Management Association, the past 11 editions of the Growth Series have been successfully explored wide spectrum of themes ranging from branding, finance, and digital transformation to the lean manufacturing, exports, family business, women enterprising, and skill development. Each session has brought together thought leaders, practitioners, and change makers, creating a vibrant platform for learning, networking, and progress. These discussions have not only provided fresh perspective but also offered practical tools that many MSMEs and startups have applied for their growth and long-term sustainability. As we continue this journey, the Growth Series remains committed to empowering entrepreneurs and with knowledge, connections, and strategies to thrive in a rapidly changing business landscape. It is truly heartening to see that the hall filled with a dynamic gathering of entrepreneurs, startup founders, MSME leaders, financial professionals, and educators, and with our experts also, all united by a common purpose to learn, to share, and to strengthen our enterprises for the future. We live in extraordinary times. The business world is not just changing, it is changing faster than ever. Geopolitical tensions, shifting trade policies, and technological disruptions are reshaping the industries overnight. Business leaders today often decide this reality in one word, which is called VUCA. That means volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. A recent example is the US tariff shock. For Indian business, particularly MSMEs, this was not just a policy change, it was a wake-up call. It reminded in that dependence on a single market can be very risky. A decision taken thousands of miles away can alter and affect your business dynamics and environment in a matter of hours. Today, that is why our theme today is Master Your Mind, Master Your Market. It is also relevant today. Many enterprises do not fail because of weak ideas or a lack of customers, but because of a proper financial management. Unclear costing, cash flow crisis, inconsistent pricing, or a capital decisions without contingency planning and no backup plan. Financial blind spots are like a hidden cracks. Left unattended, they widen under the pressure and weaken even the strongest ventures. To remain resilient, every enterprise, large or small, must rest firmly on two unshakable pillars. Number one is finance, that is mastering the money, and number two, the market reach, that is expanding the horizon. Financial resilience is not just about the balancing books. It is about building the strength to face storms with the confidence. Sound financial discipline gives businesses the stamina to survive setbacks, and the agility to seize opportunities. And second pillar is market reach. The second pillar is market reach, which is we must look beyond the traditional boundaries to Europe, Africa, Southeast Asia, Latin America, and other markets, etc. Expanding our markets not only that diversifies the risk, but also brings scale and long-term sustainability. And let us be very clear, finance and the market reach are not independent of each other. Entering the new market requires financial muscle, and strong finances are in turn reinforced by the diversified revenues from multiple markets. One pillar strengthens the other. Together, they create the resilience and interconnection. Our goal today is not merely is to share the framework or tools, but to encourage a financial mindset in each and everybody to see numbers not as a burden, but as a compass for the growth. Our esteemed panel today, we are indeed privileged this evening to have with us an outstanding panel of experts, leaders who embody resilience, innovation, and global vision. First, to start with, Mr. Ashish Sopakar, a founder of Make Money Group and a pioneer in the dyes, pigment, and agrochemicals industry with more than 4 decades of the experience. He rightly said, the word I still sentence in the boardroom is said, not the entrepreneur should know about finance, but the successful entrepreneur can manage finance properly. Very nicely said by him. We have with us Mr. Mihir Joshi, a stalwart in venture finance, venture capital, who has mentored over 150 startups and successfully exited from the 80 investment, bringing the deep insight into the financing, innovation, and entrepreneurship. The next is with us Mr. Vivek Ogra, partner at Ernst & Young LLP, with over 27 years of global experience in transport and mobility, shaping policies and strategies for a sustainable infrastructure. Next with us, a man who is called for the small and the father of a small and startup, small industry and startup industries, the Mr. Naresh Babuta, regional head of SIDBI, and Ahmedabad, with 33 years of experience in finance, treasury, and MSME development. As the steering today's dialogue with rich experience and insights, we have with our most respected and a good friend, moderator Mr. Jayant Murthy, is a pioneer of Kaizen in India and Africa with decades of work in promoting operational excellence and the continuous improvement across industries and governments. Mr. Murthy is not only a moderator who had a widened knowledge in this topic, but he will also give some important tips to us. So all the speakers and renowned experts in their respective fields, and I feel myself very rich to have all of them with me, and I would like everybody to give a big round of applause. And I'm confident that today's deliberations will provide us with the valuable insights and guidance. Their perspective will help us better utilize our funds in the right direction and explore the effective ways to attract and capture both national and international markets. We are truly honored by their presence and eagerly look forward to listening to them from their experience, and we must learn from them. Expertise and practical wisdom which will undoubtedly inspire and empower us on our journey ahead. To all participants, my one request is there. Please I encourage you and to ask questions. Challenge the assumptions and most importantly, reflect on how today's learning can be applied in your own enterprises for being the successful and sustainable. Let this seminar be a catalyst for transformation, to refine strategies, to strengthen finances, and to reimagining markets. Friends, challenges will always exist. Tariffs may rise, policies may shift, markets may change, but businesses that are prepared, those stand firmly on the twin pillars of finance and market reach, will not only survive, they will thrive. On behalf of AMA, I once again welcome you all and wish you a day full of learning, networking, and breakthrough. Thank you. As we begin our journey of mastering money and markets together, I now invite to felicitate our moderator, Mr. Jayant Murthy, and from there he will take it forward. So, Mr. Murthy, now stage is all yours.
Namaskar, good evening. Thank you very much, Dr. Vasa. Absolute pleasure to be here. And welcome again to the 12th SME Growth Series. First of all, इसके 11 versions हो चुके हैं, उसके लिए I think a round of applause. And मैं English use करूँगा, Hindi plus English, which is a unique language. डॉक्टर वासा ने ये एसएमई जो सेंटर है में इसका पिलर है, यू स्टार्टेड इट, इट्स अ एक्सट्रीमली इम्पॉर्टेंट कंट्रीब्यूशन दैट यू मेड सर. एज वी ऑल नो, इंडिया में 7 करोड़ से ज़्यादा एमएसएमई है. एंड हमारे बीच में दंगायत साहब बैठे हैं बिल्कुल क्वाइटली पीछे. ही इज़ a moving encyclopedia on how businesses are run. He has managed both big businesses, advises. आप आगे आइए सर, प्लीज आगे आइए. एंड तो अभी कुछ देर पहले दंगाई साहब बता रहे थे कि ये जो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है, दैट मैनेजिंग मनी इज मैनेजिंग बिजनेस, राइट? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एग्री दैट आप अगर पैसा मैनेज कर सकते हैं तो बिजनेस मैनेज कर सकते हैं? बताइए. हाँ, सो आई थिंक 100% गुजराती में तो गुजरात में तो लोग राइट 100% दे विल एग्री. मे बी आई डोंट नो, कोई और जगह में बोलेंगे कि इफ यू कैन मैनेज टेक्नोलॉजी, यू विल बी एबल टू मैनेज द बिजनेस. डेफिनेटली टेक्नोलॉजी, मनी, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉम्पोनेंट्स. एंड this theme, that is master your money, master your market, when you talk of financial management, बहुत सारा इसमें अब हम लोग 40 मिनट 1 घंटा इसके बारे में बात करेंगे. इट्स नॉट इनफ because there are so many elements when you talk of managing finances. For example, क्या हम लोग as SME entrepreneurs, क्या हम लोग financially literate हैं क्या? That's a very important topic that we will touch upon. कॉस्टिंग हम लोग करेक्टली करते हैं क्या? प्राइसिंग करेक्टली करते हैं क्या? क्या हम प्राइसिंग एंड कॉस्टिंग किसी को कॉपी करके हम लोग करते हैं? डू वी रिएक्ट देन बीइंग प्रोएक्टिव व्हेन इट कम्स टू कॉस्टिंग? देयर आर इश्यूज ऑफ बजटिंग. क्या हम बजट बनाते हैं या पता चला कि महीने के 20 तारीख तक पता चला कि खिस्सा खाली है? सो डू वी रियली बिलीव इन बजटिंग? डू वी अंडरस्टैंड बजटिंग? ओके. Yes, in large companies, in Tata, Birla, Adani's, there are budgeting department, there is vice president, president for budgeting. But what happens in MSME? What happens in SMEs? Now, how do we learn? How do we plan for these things? Raising and managing capital, बहुत important है. कैसे हम money raise कर सकते हैं? कहाँ से कर सकते हैं? इसका risk क्या है? Opportunities कहाँ से हम ढूंढ सकते हैं? And of course, one more thing we will touch today is investors. क्या हम लोग IPO route वगैरह में public से पैसा उठाना चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए as SMEs? These are some of the quick topics we'll touch. And जब पैसे की बात करते हैं तो एक ग्रीक मैथोलॉजी में प्लूटस करके भगवान है वेल्थ का. और मैं जब पढ़ रहा था इसके बारे में मुझे थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग लगा कि जो प्लूटस है ग्रीक, वो वेल्थ के गॉड है, वो ही है, इट्स अ मैन. बट हमारे भारत में तो लक्ष्मी जी इज अ शी, राइट? So I think very long ago people realized that money should be best left to women to manage, They are perfectly capable of planning for it, managing it very prudently. So I think to all the ladies here, Nari Shakti ke liye and the Lakshmi Shakti ke liye. And probably because Diwali is around the corner, you selected this topic. I will, with the permission of the eminent panelists, I don't want to go into reading your CVs and biodatas. I think उसमें बहुत time चला जाएगा. साहब ने तो introduce कर दिया है. हमारे पास चार बहुत ही important, knowledgeable, successful people हैं. ध्यान से देख लीजिए, जो लास्ट में बैठे हैं और जो यहाँ बैठे हैं ब्लू शर्ट में, पैसा चाहिए तो इनके पास जाइए, क्योंकि एक सिडबी से हैं और एक गुजरात वेंचर से हैं. अगर आपको ज्ञान चाहिए तो विवेक जी और आशीष जी के पास आइए और डॉक्टर वासा के पास आइए, क्योंकि ये कंपनी चला रहे हैं, इनका एक्सपीरियंस अलग है. सो we have a very interesting combination of people who are experienced, who are running businesses, and also people from the finance side who give money, who meet entrepreneurs, who make entrepreneurs, who support entrepreneurs. So with that background, I will go into a few questions. Some of them will be kind of common. I want all of you to reflect. I don't want all of you to agree. Yes. So I don't want all of you to agree. If you also have any disagreements, I think that will also be very interesting. And before I get rolling, I think there is something that we should do is to thank and felicitate our panelists. Dr. Saab. So yeah, so first and foremost, I would like to invite Ashish ji, sir, please come forward and please. Thank you. Vivek sir, please come. A round of applause for Vivek. Mihir bhai. आइए सर. नरेश. Thank you. So let's get into the topic. First and foremost, जो एक मेरा आप लोगों से reflection मैं मांग रहा हूँ कि क्या आपके विचार में do you think हम I'm again reminding everybody हम SME sector के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. क्या लोग जो बिजनेस ओनर्स होते हैं, बिजनेसेस होते हैं, क्या वो फाइनेंस के ऊपर इनफ ध्यान देते हैं? Do they really do good financial management? Okay, this is what is your view. I will probably start with Ashish bhai.
हेलो. मेरे ख्याल से जो एसएमई और फाइनेंस पे अच्छा ध्यान देती है, वो 5 साल के बाद एसएमई नहीं रहती, वो लास्ट स्केल हो जाती है.
Very good. Yes, what is your view?
No, I think my view is it really depends on who is driving the business.
Yeah.
It is. I don't think there can be a common statement that then everybody would be successful. And
Correct.
the factors are many. If an entrepreneur is basically understanding money, they will find the right ways of spending it or maybe budgeting it right. But if the person is more bullish on top line,
Yeah.
they would certainly go wrong somewhere. So I think not all entrepreneurs would really be very focused on how to manage money.
Yeah.
Second, I believe a lot of entrepreneurs don't know how to raise right. I think maybe that's also a problem that a lot of SMEs get into.
Correct. Yes. नरेश भाई.
मैं थोड़ा सा आशीष जी से रिवर्स में जाऊंगा कि जो एसएमईज पैसा रेज करते हैं 5 साल सक्सेसफुल होने के बाद में वो स्विच कर जाते हैं फ्रॉम स्मॉल मीडियम टू लार्ज. थोड़ा सा हटके रहूँगा. आपने सुना ही होगा लास्ट ईयर का बजट में फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने जो एसएमई की जो डेफिनेशन थी उसको बढ़ा दिया था। रीज़न वो यही था कि जो कंट्रीब्यूशन आज की डेट में एसएमईज कर रहे हैं वो चाहते हैं कि जो एंटरप्रेन्योर एमएसएमई में है वो एमएसएमई में ही रहे, जो एडवांटेज उसको मिल रहा है वो मिलता ही रहे, है ना। वो एक रीज़न है। दूसरा रीज़न मैं आपको स्पेशली फ्रॉम माय पर्टिकुलर एक्सपीरियंस विद द स्टेट ऑफ गुजरात आई एम गोइंग टू लेट यू नो दैट गुजरात में वट एवर आई हैव ऑब्जर्व दैट if a particular unit has come up in a particular family, they would like that this particular unit remain in MSME and they would keep on adding on to this unit. Suppose उन्होंने proprietary से शुरू किया था, they will prefer that proprietary should convert into partnership, partnership convert into LLP, LLP should convert into private and then public maybe. So that is the intention behind the story. What they want to gain out of this by setting up so many this unit is that one, that they don't want to switch into large, plus another advantage they want to avail is that whatever the incentives, the subsidies are available in the available from the government, from the state government, central government, it's available to them and they can maximum utilize these through all these number of units and remain in the MSME. So sorry, I'll be a bit different from you.
No, perfect. I think that is the value of a panel, right?
Yes.
We get different views. Ashish bhai, yes. Yeah, please. There are three of them. You can use all three of them. Yeah.
history, 1978 was a unique budget where 5 lakh rupee excise exemption was given to small scale industry. और फिर बाद का 5 का 7.5 का 15 किया. एंड वी ऑल वेंट टू दिल्ली डाइस्टर्ब मैन्युफैक्चर एसोसिएशन कि ये एग्जाम्पशन बढ़ाओ, ये एग्जाम्पशन बढ़ाओ. मैं भी गया था, मगर मैंने बोला ये एग्जाम्पशन नहीं है, हमारे पैर पकड़ के रखेंगे. जो हमको एक बार लकड़ी से चलने की आदत हो जाती है तो जिंदगी भर दौड़ नहीं सकते.
Correct.
वी हैव टू प्लान इन सच ए वे कि एट गिवन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम 4 पग 2 हाथ 2 पैर से चलते हुए छोड़ के उभा खड़ा करके दौड़ना चाहिए, और उसके लिए प्लानिंग करो. अगर आज वो एसएमई के हिसाब से प्लानिंग करते तो हमें गौतम अदानी, करसन भाई वो सब नहीं मिलते.
Correct,
मैं
बिल्कुल.
मेघमणि की तो बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. वी स्टार्टेड विथ 1 लाख रुपीज. टुडे आवर मार्केट कैप इज मोर देन 10,000 करोड़.
Very good. Is big vision. Think big. Because आपका yeah. So think big and also plan properly to convert that vision into action. एक क्वेश्चन जो दिमाग में आता है कि जब entrepreneurs especially new freshly जो entrepreneurship में आते हैं, कुछ लोग उनका बैकग्राउंड फाइनेंस से होता है, कुछ लोग इंजीनियरिंग या टेक्नोलॉजी, कुछ लोग मार्केटिंग से आते हैं. Do you think that impacts the way people look at business, especially from the financial and financial management? What do you think? I mean, maybe I should start with you. Their experience and background, how does that affect the business?
जनरली लॉजिकली ऐसा लगता है कि अगर फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड से नहीं होगा तो फाइनेंस पुअर होगा, बट ऐसा नहीं है. मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है.
Okay.
अनपढ़ आदमी है तो भी उसको धंधे की समझ है कि पैसा कैसे घूमता है. उसको पता है कि ये मशीन खड़ा है तो 24 आवर्स मशीन चलाना है, कहाँ से माल लाना है, डिमांड साइड पर कैसे काम करना है, आपका सोर्सिंग से लेके इन्वेंटरी से लेके केस कन्वर्जन कितना फास्ट करना है, एफिशिएंसी कैसे बढ़ानी है. सो द पॉइंट इज इरेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ अ बैकग्राउंड, अ पर्सन एंटरप्रेन्योरियल स्किल होती है, वो डीएनए में होती है, डेवलप करते लोग, एंड धंधा आपको सिखाता है. सो द पॉइंट इज के आई otherwise generally if somebody is of a finance background, probably in my opinion I have seen they could be in good trading businesses.
Okay.
Not necessarily wherein you can create things.
Okay.
जहाँ पर कुछ create करने का होता है, when you play with the machines, technology, system, processes, and then on the top of it you need to work on the demand side and supply chain and all those stuff.
Correct.
So far in my experience I would not say that the people who can read good balance sheet, they get to know they can do well, but maybe that could be different.
What is your view. Again, you meet a lot of entrepreneurs, and
I'm agreeing with him. Basically, what we have seen, even few of the entrepreneurs are there. They are hardly, you can say ki, they have read, maybe 10th pass, but their turnover, if you can talk about 300 crore, 400 crore, they have started from almost 10,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh of this kind of investment, but they have got their entrepreneurship in their blood.
Yeah.
They know how to manufacture and how to manufacture that from their skilled labor and all that. They are right now listed companies with us, but their promoters, if you can say, they are very, very ordinary background, but their entrepreneurship skill or the knowledge they have got, it is that thing is taking them to the next height.
good. So let me switch gears and just, when we talk of common mistakes, I want some reflection on that. What are the good things? I think it's very easy to list down, but what are the common mistakes when it comes to, managing money in a business? Let us start with Ashish Bhai. You have so many years of experience, and you must have seen smaller organizations who are your suppliers, or they become your...
We were also very small.
Yes, of course. So what are the common mistakes when it comes to financial management that you think people are making?
The first and the foremost mistake a businessman makes is hiding things from their bankers. They should be very, very transparent to their banker or whoever are financer.
Yeah.
जैसे हम लोग स्टेट बैंक में एक वीक में एक बार जाते थे, बताते थे कि हमारा ये पेमेंट आ रहा है, ये फंस गया है, हम ये कर रहे हैं, हमारी बैच फेल हो गई है, जो कुछ भी नेगेटिव बात बता के अच्छी बात बताते थे. तो जब भी हमें पैसा चाहिए उस टाइम कि ये वीक हमको 50,000 रुपया चाहिए, तो बैंक हमको दे देती थी विदाउट एनी क्वेश्चन आस्क, बिकॉज दे नो आवर इंटेंशंस आर पॉजिटिव एंड वी वर टेलिंग देम ऑल गुड एंड बैड थिंग्स, शेयरिंग विद देम. तो हम लोग क्या करते थे कि थर्सडे तक जिसका भी पेमेंट ड्यू है उसको सैटरडे मिलता है, बैंक में फ्राइडे बात कर देते थे कि मुझे इतने का ओवरड्राफ्ट चाहिए, और जो आदमी आता है उसके सामने चेक नहीं लिखते थे, चेक लिखा हुआ होता था. तो दैट मेक्स डबल इम्पैक्ट ऑन हिम. उसको तो यही लगता था इनके पास बहुत पैसा है, बट फ्राइडे भी वे रिक्वेस्टेड द बैंक हमारे ये नंबर के चेक आएंगे, इतना हमको ओवरड्राफ्ट देना, ये पास होगा. फिर धीरे धीरे पोजीशन बिजनेस अच्छा चलता गया, पोजीशन चेंज होती गई. बट दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग, you be transparent with your suppliers.
Very good.
So you be transparent with your financial suppliers. That is what I like
Very
to
good.
share.
So Javin Saab, what is your view? आप भी बताइए please, because you have been in the business and you've seen many entrepreneurs.
Yes, to the very large extent, I fully agree with Ashish Bhai. Not only with the suppliers and the bankers, you should be transparent with your own staff, own workers. What is our status? What is our position? What are our goals? What are our concerns? So if you are transparent with your suppliers, bankers, staffs, so they give us good advice. When I go to the plant, I talk to the workers. Many times I get more information from them. Yes, सब ऐसा करने से अपना production बढ़ेगा, अपनी quality improve होगा. So to that extent I say we all should, yes, there is a much difference between what he is and what I am today. But the stepping stone remains the same for one and all. Be transparent. And second thing is very important in our business. नीति. हम जो नीति से अगर काम चलाते हैं, शॉर्टकट्स बहुत मिलेंगे. But if you, and उसमें gain भी मिलेगा. But the later on you will have a lot of difficulties. So never take a shortcuts. Take a systematic and नीति से. My father was telling me once, many times, अगर लेना खोटा होवे तो कोई वादा नहीं, लेकिन देना खोटा नहीं होना चाहिए. So ऐसा बिजनेस करो कि तुम्हारा पैसा नहीं आया तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, but you may not, ऐसा नहीं पोजीशन होवे कि you cannot give the money. That's what.
Very good. So Naresh ji, very well said. Naresh ji, आपसे एक question है. Again, because you are meeting a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of organizations who come, And I think you touched about it, and you said that some entrepreneurs have this business sense in their DNA. When you're talking about it, I was just thinking about this tremendous community in India. We all know the Marwadi community, right? And they have this tremendous sense of business, and they work in a very cohesive way. I mean, that is the common sense that we have, understanding. So my question to you is, financial literacy की जब बात करते हैं, do you think that is lacking, with entrepreneurs, with business owners, again in the SME space? For example, can they understand balance sheet? Do they really comprehend numbers, ratios, the basic ones? What is your view and take on that?
It's tough for entrepreneur also to expect from them कि आप you know each and everything, because their expertise is altogether different. Their expertise is altogether different. They know how to manufacture and then sell and get the money back. Their expertise lies in that. But to ask them to know about few of the jargons, few of the financial things that we generally use in our banking terminology is too tough. If I can ask them, what is your DSCR is not that very good, so he will say, what is this DSCR? So it will be tough for him to understand, and then in fact even comply to that thing. So what we feel that they are not that very conversant with these things, but plus point is that they always rely on their you can say chartered accountants, consultants, because ultimately they will be asking their chartered accountant who will be preparing their balance sheet. Then when I have went to the bank has asked me about this thing, what is this thing, how it has to be improved, whether I should be improving, it will going to help me, or whether I should continue like this only and it will going to help him. So these are the things basically we generally don't expect from the entrepreneurs should be understanding, but what we want that whosoever the consultant or the chartered accountant is there, they should keep on passing the guidance to the entrepreneur, so that whatever the need of the bank is there, because whenever bank will going to give the money to a entrepreneur, they will going to see. Vasa sir ने बात किया कि we have to pay back to the from wherever we will be getting the money. Today I'll touch upon this thing that even each and every bank today having the reliability on the digital footprints. They will not even ask you to give me your balance sheet. They will not even ask you to, they simply ask you, give me your GSTN number, give me your PAN number, Udyam Aadhar number. That's all. Based on that 3 documents, they will come to know whether I can fund this particular entrepreneur or not. So that kind of digital
connectivity
has already taken place. And as far as the question that we should expect from the entrepreneur knowing about the things, we don't expect, but every time we will say that everyone is not from the background of finance, so their expertise are altogether different. We'll be touching upon that thing only, seeing that he has got that grip, and his consultant, his chartered accountant, will going to help him in getting the things through.
Thank you. Mihir bhai, any comments on that? Okay. So Mihir bhai, I'll shift looking at the clock. Managing finance, making sure that you repay on time, etc., is one part. All that comes into play when you are able to raise finance and build a business. So you are in that unique position where you have not only funded, I mean, I was reading about 150 companies, but I think a phenomenal, more than 50% of them have, gone through the entire cycle. So in your view, what are the avenues, especially for small and medium enterprises, to raise funds? Can you share some light on that?
So nowadays, the traditional sources are anyway there, banks, financial institutions, SIDBI is there, so I will not get into it. So
some reason.
So SMEs, traditional sources are there, banks, then SIDBI, some of the financial institutions. Now many of the NBFCs also invest in or provide loan to the SMEs. As far as the venture capitals are concerned, if any of the early stage company, if they demonstrate the capability of scaling up much faster, then even the VCs are investing, because it's a very thin difference between the startup and SME. So if one believes that it is a very differentiated model, and jokingly we many times tells to ourselves कि balance sheet P&L SMEs को दिखानी पड़ती है, startup के पास तो होता ही नहीं है. So most of the time, but the point is it needs to be a good. So ગુજરાતીમાં વર્ષોથી હું એક વસ્તુ સાંભળું કે જ્યાં પ્લાન હોય ને ત્યાં પૈસા મળે. So the point is, at the end of the day, you need to have a good plan, whether it's existing running business or a new business or a startup. If there is a plan, there is a possibility. Now there are many investors and many of the HNI family offices, everybody would like to partner with the good companies, good entrepreneur, good management. So somewhere one start, then then you see the road.
Very good. Now, Vivek, you have tremendous experience in the technology domain, and there is, we talk of AI, we talk of all kinds of technology, which is not only an opportunity but also can be very disruptive, causing a lot of tension to a lot of entrepreneurs. So, आपके विचार में, how is the SME sector adopting to technology? Are they shy? Are they prepared? And how does that really affect their financial, performance? What are the linkages that you see?
Well, thanks, Jayant. I think it's a very important question. So just some statistics, maybe that will throw light on where we are going with this. A recent survey said 75% of MSMEs, they have adopted digital practices, and they've experienced about 30% growth in productivity, 15% in customer retention, and about average 17% in the productivity gains. So therefore, the first question, that does technology really provide the edge to MSMEs? Answer is yes. There's no doubt about it. But the fact remains, there are two sectors distinctly what we look at in India. One is the services sector, and second is the manufacturing sector.
Yeah.
When you look at services sector, the affinity to adopt technology is faster and more conducive, because you do not have a lot of capital investment. But then you go to manufacturing sector, it's very capital intensive. Therefore, the affinity to attract new technology is lower in India today because of various reasons. Now, when we really look at technology, and by the very definition, small, micro, small and medium enterprises, the affinity is in medium, and micro is a problem, because you're really in the formative years of getting the foothold and things like that. You invested in the machinery, and suddenly you look at impacts of technology in your business. So my view is, as India is kind of moving in a direction where a lot of clusterization is happening, government is trying to focus on how do we bring benefit of scales. I think my view is the way one should be really articulating, and most of the SMEs would work in clusters.
Correct.
They would work in clusters. So how do we really look at might of working together? For example, look at AI. My answer will be a little longish.
Yes.
So I think, bear with me for 3 more minutes so that I can articulate it well. So we look at how technology can benefit smaller ones first. Now, you work in clusters. You have a similar business problem to solve, similar market to address. Can there be an approach of a common data pool, common AI pool, and common infra pool? Most of the money will go in infra. You have cloud-based solutions, a lot of money goes in cloud enablement, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that is an approach to solve, but the answer is technology does enable, but there is fear whether this technology will allow me to operate in the near term. Long term is a different story. It's a near term fear, which is problem with the smaller enterprises. For medium and others which are scaling up, it is a matter of how the market is positioning them. My sense is export-oriented units will be faster to adopt technology because that's the edge they have. But domestic markets will be slower because they would react to the market very differently. That's probably sum and substance
Yeah,
of it.
and I think that today I was talking to Mr. Dangaj in the afternoon. I think that's a very important, cluster approach, and cluster is not only clustering for sharing IT infrastructure, but access to land, physical infrastructure is such a big issue for SMEs, right? Most of their money and worry is related to real estate, जगह कहाँ मिलेगा, shed कहाँ मिलेगा, and land खरीदना है तो हम जानते ही हैं, it is such a big issue. So yes sir.
Schemes are there,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, you can say कि we are not able to implement these schemes in state of Gujarat. MSME CDP scheme is there, central government ki, wherein about 70% of the grant is there from the government, 20% from the state government. Only 10% needs to be brought in by the SPV or the members in the cluster, and they can have a common facility center over there, and they can make use of the
So
the
common
facility.
facilities I am told related to design, to
Yes.
so many things. Zara, can you explain it?
Manufacturing,
Yeah.
marketing, brand, you can say ki, packaging,
Yeah.
are in case if a micro unit is there, that unit is not in a position to have a machinery say of 2 crore, 5 crore.
Yeah.
This machinery of 5 crore will be there for the entire unit in the cluster.
Yeah.
And they will make use of this machine. They will pay the nominal fee for the management of this particular common facility center.
Fantastic.
This type of schemes are there. Even state government is having this scheme.
Yeah.
Up to 5 crore you can have. Mini cluster scheme is there. Central government can fund even up to 30 crore. So lot of things are there, but only thing is that people are not aware.
Exactly.
We could not provide that kind of information to the people so that they can have this thing in place and make use of the thing.
बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने
Especially
सर.
UP में ये बहुत prevalent है. You must be knowing about this ODOP.
One district,
One district, one product is there. They are based on these schemes only.
This is a very big issue. In fact, हम लोग आने से पहले सर, I think बहुत very commonly we blame the government and ये नहीं है वो नहीं है, but हम लोगों को खुद पता नहीं होता कि क्या schemes available है, क्या applicable है. And I think AMA से और आपके सेंटर से ये रिक्वेस्ट है, आप भी बता रहे थे कि कुछ ऐसा एक प्रोविजन किया जाए, विंडो किया जाए, अवेयरनेस, सबसे पहले तो अवेयरनेस कि क्या स्कीम्स अवेलेबल है. You see, one of the reasons अपने गुजरात में मोरबी is successful because they operate as as an ecosystem, right? And yes sir, how many Morbis can we create?
Answering to your point, basically, I know we all know MSME CDP scheme. I had also tried a lot for a cluster for Center for Research and Development for MSMEs. It took me almost 5 years to get this particular, because it was a central government scheme. And a lot of documentation, lot of these things. Ultimately, you take the people from here, from the Industries Commissioner office, they should reply, answer. Its scheme is good, but so what I suggest, what we should have it rather, not only the awareness of the scheme, but how fast we can get the things
Of course.
clear. This is very important. Where I'll tell you just simple example. My friend sitting in the audience, Mr. Prashant Gandhi, he's expert in lean manufacturing scheme. It's a cluster scheme.
Correct.
He knows how difficult it is. Today he's a role model for lean manufacturing. He must have made a lot of clusters for this. So 8 or 10 manufacturing units together. Government gives them the consultant and they work hard on a productivity, reducing the waste, cost of production. So that is the base scheme. But again, unless you go ahead with open mind and together. So I tell you, there are a lot of schemes. My basic point was always that we should not only make the MSME aware, but we should make sure that they should they should know how to be eligible for the scheme and how to use this scheme. And second, my questions is to all of you is, under the change conditions, today what MSME is suffering is, or any company rather, we know after this tariff issues, chemical, gems and jewelry, textile are market in a big problem. See, you do the business for all the years, but if 5 days you are not in a position to do the business, you are really feel so much handicapped.
Yeah.
Today, chemical, pharma, not pharma, but chemical, textile, gems and jewelry, there's a lot of problem. Now, US was one of the biggest market. Now, if you go out to find out the other market, it
not
is
easy.
crowded. I cannot penetrate. The China is there, many other countries are there. I have made a lot of capex in manufacturing and supplying the goods in bulk. And if now I don't get market, so what happens? What happened? We are reading so many companies are giving layoff. So many companies. So these are what I say.
Correct.
That is why I wanted our experts to give some,
So
throw
I
some light.
think, I mean, this is very unfortunate, completely external, completely out of the control of anybody, right? I mean, if you have a kind of a president who comes up and shake up the whole world, there's nothing somebody can do in Vatwa about it. But coming back, connecting back, if we are prudent financially, if we are flexible, if we are lean, will that help, weather this? My very important question is linked to this is, you see, when COVID हुआ, जब COVID आया, COVID तो virus तो वही था, but जिनके पास let us say थोड़ा immunity था, they were able to deal with it. जिनके पास थोड़ा immunity कम था, compromise था, they suffered. So I want, you talked about plan है तो पैसा है मिलेगा. तो मेरे आशीष जी से और आपसे ये question है कि ये planning, when you plan, of course you can't plan for everything, but how important is budgeting, planning, and how does that really give you some immunity, to deal with these kind of shocks?
So ऐसा है कि अगर कोई बीमारी फैल रही है ना, तो जो फिट होता है, मीन्स कसरत करता रहता है पूरे साल, खाने पीने में सब एकदम फिट रहता है, लीन रहता है, वो इम्यूनिटी इज स्ट्रॉन्गर, राइट? So the biggest problem most of the time in my experience I have observed in startup is MSMEs end up investing in many of the non-core assets, which are not necessarily throwing case, but you end up investing in those over a period of time. So that is one problem. The second problem is leverage. Leverage, though in a financial, what we say in theory is a good, but that is not how it works, because your business would be subject to change in demand. Demand cycle changes every 1 year, 2 years, unpredictable, you can't control, and that's where the margin pressure comes. It could be temporary, but in those temporary period, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, it should not happen that because of the margin pressure or cash flow pressure, your leverage becomes a killer for you. So one is non-core assets, the second is this. The most important thing is most of the SMEs end up, so if we define SMEs, there could be maybe 3, 4, 5, 7 different processes, operations and other stuff. So some of the operation or processes are very low value add. So if there is a possibility to outsource to somebody, it is well, because at the end of the day, you don't want to do everything. So the MSME is confused in the value chain. Value chain means in your business, whatever you do, there is a concept of value chain. And in value chain, there would be 1 or 2 entity who would be making maximum margin. So it is always important to focus on that, and then you can have a vertical or forward integration depending on the size you achieve. So the point is कि अगर अपने आप को बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरनली फैला नहीं दो ना, तो आपकी वो शक्ति बनी रहती है. So you need to conserve the energy till the time you grow big, and it helps in difficult times. मैं आपको 2-3 एग्जांपल देता हूँ. Like for example, this बालाजी, 15 साल पहले मुझे चंदू भाई ने एक बात समझाई थी कि and इट स्टेज इन माई माइंड कि भाई मेरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कैपेसिटी इतना स्केल में है और कॉस्ट ऑफ ऑपरेशन इज सो नेग्लिजिबल, आई डोंट हैव अ लिवरेज. એટલે मार्केट में अगर मेरा 5 रुपये का प्रोडक्ट है, 5 रुपये में मुझे पता है कि मैं 25 पैसा बना रहा हूँ, ठीक है, बट आई डोंट हैव एनी मार्केटिंग स्पेंड. मेरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करके माल है ना उसी दिन निकल जाता है. सो देर इज़ हार्डली एनी इन्वेंट्री लोड इन माई कंपनी. और मुझे पता है कि मेरे से सस्ता मार्केट में कोई बना ही नहीं सकता है. अगर मैं 25 पैसा कमाता हूँ, अगर सपोज इन्फ्लेशन आ गया, तेल का भाव बढ़ गया, कुछ भी हुआ, राइट, आई डोंट इंक्रीज माई प्राइस, मीनिंग देयर बाय आई वुड बी लूजिंग अनदर 25 पैसा और 50 पैसा. पर मुझे पता है कि वो 3-4 महीने का लॉस लेना है, बट कचरा साफ हो जाएगा. ठीक है, कचरा साफ यानी जो बहुत सारे अनऑर्गेनाइज प्लेयर पॉपअप होते हैं, साफ हो जाएगा. सेम इज आई हैव बीन हियरिंग एशियन पेंट्स. एशियन पेंट सालों से मैं देखता हूँ, उसके जैसा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, उसके जैसा कॉस्ट ऑफ ऑपरेशन किसी का नहीं है. उनकी वर्किंग कैपिटल लोन भी नहीं है. सो द पॉइंट इज कि हर 25 साल में मैंने सुना है कि अभी ये प्लेयर आ गया, वो प्लेयर आ गया, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन उनका मार्केट शेयर खा जाएंगे. मार्केट शेयर होता भी है क्योंकि देर आर ऑलवेज प्लेयर्स हु कम एंड कम गोज अवे. बट द पॉइंट इज अगर आप इतना इंटीग्रेटेड कॉस्ट कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस और सारी चीज़ें, बिलीव मी वो थोड़ी बहुत चीज़ें आती रहेगी. सो देर कुड बी एक्सटर्नल सिनेरियो, देर कुड बी इंटरनल प्रॉब्लम, बट इंटरनली अगर आपने सेल्फ क्रिएटेड प्रॉब्लम नहीं करके रखा है तो यू कैन विथस्टैंड विथ ऑल काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स.
आशीष भाई, आपका बजटिंग प्लानिंग, एक तो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर के लिए प्लानिंग बहुत ज़रूरी है, एंड दूसरा ऑपरेशंस के लिए, उसके बारे में थोड़ा आपका व्यूज़.
हम लोगों ने काफ़ी प्रोजेक्ट्स डाले हैं. जब भी हम प्रोजेक्ट्स डालते हैं तो हम हाइपोथेटिकली यही सोचते हैं कि अगर ये प्रोजेक्ट चाइना डालेगा तो उसकी क्या कॉस्ट आएगी, वहाँ से उसका एक्सपोर्ट के लिए जो पोर्ट है कितना दूर है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन क्या लगेगा, उसको लॉजिस्टिक क्या लगेगा, वो अमेरिका में बेचेगा और अगर हम भी अमेरिका में बेचेंगे तो वो विल हैव अ प्राइस एडवांटेज. फिर ये देखते हैं, अगर मैच करते हैं तो ही हम प्रोडक्ट डालते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं डालते हैं. तो दैट फ्रॉम द विलिशियर बजट कि भाई चाइना से कॉम्पीट कर रहे हैं तो चाइना को प्रोडक्ट टू प्रोडक्ट विल ट्राई टू फाइट. ऐसे हम पैरासीटामोल बना रहे हैं, पैरासीटामोल 1000 टन पर मंथ अभी बना रहे हैं. तो उसमें हाइड्रोजन भी हमारा पाइपलाइन से आता है, कॉस्टिक भी पाइपलाइन से आता है, हमारी फैक्ट्री से. सो वी आर एज कॉम्पिटिटिव एज चाइना. वी कैन इवन सेल अवर पैरासीटामोल इन चाइना. इतना कॉम्पिटिटिव हम हैं पहले से. तो दैट इज द वे वी लुक एट इट. और हर साल हम दिसंबर दिवाली से बजट बनाना चालू करते हैं कि 1 अप्रैल ऑनवर्ड क्या सेल रहेगा, ये साल के कंपैरिजन से क्या क्या बढ़ेगा, डॉलर टर्म्स में क्या रहेगा, क्योंकि हम 80-90% हमारा एक्सपोर्ट है, रूपी टर्म्स में क्या रहेगा, क्या क्या फैक्टर अफेक्ट कर सकते हैं एक्सेप्ट मिस्टर ट्रंप. तो बाकी सब देख के हम बनाते हैं कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हाउ फार कैन वी ग्रो. एंड ये भी देखते हैं कि अगर डाइज लाइन में है और डाइज बिजनेस इन जनरल 10% बढ़ रहा है तो हमारा 10 के जगह 20% तो बढ़ना ही चाहिए. अदरवाइज वी आर जस्ट एन एवरेज, वी शुड बी बेटर देन एवरेज. तो वो 2 चीज हम देखते हैं.
What about some comments, maybe Vivek, how important is budgeting, and do you think we see, हम लोग जब Reliance अक्सर सुनते हैं कि Reliance का एक खासियत है, they execute their projects in very tight timelines, right? I think this is a very important point for SMEs. हम लोग SMEs में लोन वगैरह हम लेते हैं प्रोजेक्ट के लिए, बट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट इतना ढीला होता है, by the time the project is complete, इसका पूरा financial नक्शा बदल जाता है. So, any comments on that?
I think there are stalwarts here. Budgeting is absolute must. You can't really do anything without a budget. I mean, there's nothing possible without a possible, goal that you want to achieve, and therefore in what you want to achieve. But my sense is risk profiling is very important no matter what your size is. See, budgeting and all you will do, but if you're not managing your risk profile right,
correct,
everything can fall flat. So my sense is everybody, MSMEs, everybody should look at what is the risk that can hit my business, and therefore how do I insulate it?
I think
while you'll get people to do budgeting, do everything, but to spot the risk is very important, because everything can be right, but the risk you didn't spot.
Absolutely. I think
everything can fall flat.
Vivek ji's, Mihir bhai's expertise must be spotting the risk because that is what you're doing all the time when people come to you. So I'll just take a quick comment from you on risk very, very well said by Vivek is, you know, how well are SME business owners able to look at risks. Sometimes you are completely blind to risks. Any comments on that?
I'll going to give the example from the bank side. Generally, whenever we receive some sort of these proposals from the entrepreneur, they say, I want to set up a greenfield unit. Say, I'm talking about greenfield. We keep on getting different type of financing requirements, but I'm talking about a greenfield. A unit has come up, you can say young
Entrepreneur.
and entrepreneurs having little bit of family background experience want to set up a new unit. What they want to set up a unit costing around 10 crores, suppose. They want to put in their 25%, rest 7.5% they want that it should come from a bank, SIDBI or any other institution. Now, when bank is funding that particular unit, bank will going to see from the bank's risk point of view, as well as from the entrepreneur's point of view, कि whatever type of unit he is going to set up, because आज हम यहाँ पे बैठे हैं तो most of you must be from entrepreneur background only, having a lot of businesses also. तो क्या देखता है बैंक उस समय कि जो entrepreneur अपना unit set up करने जा रहा है, उसका जो background है, education background, maybe engineering, want to come up and set up a textile unit, manufacturing grey fabrics for the other units. No, totally changing. Engineering background, coming here in setting up a textile unit for manufacturing grey fabric. अब ये समझना जरूरी हो जाता है बैंक के लिए, ये कितना बड़ा रिस्क ले रहा है जो एंटरप्रेन्योर आया है, इसने क्या अपना प्लान उस तरह से स्टडी किया है, जो ये प्रोडक्ट बनाने जा रहा है किस तरह से बनाने वाला है, कहाँ से मशीनें आने वाली हैं, क्या टेक्निकल स्किल्स इसके पास चाहिए होगा, जो बैकग्राउंड इनका फैमिली बैकग्राउंड है, दैट इज ऑल टुगेदर डिफरेंट सेटअप. Not in textile, they are into auto sector, now they are venturing into textile.
Okay.
So this is the kind of risk that entrepreneur will going to take, and उसको आपको इस तरह से समझना पड़ेगा जब हम लोग उससे बातचीत करते हैं, उसका perception गाज करने के लिए कि how deeply he has gone into that kind of project, how he has studied that project, how long he has been roaming here and there and seeing how the other textile units were functioning, and whatever he is going to manufacture, whether he will be able to sell that and get the money back. ये चीज़ें थोड़ी सी होती है, रिस्क रहता है, but ultimately banks are there to support such kind of venture. It's not like that कि a greenfield unit is coming up from an entrepreneur who is not having the experience and bank will not going to fund. It's altogether different thing. Only thing is that कि from bank's perspective, they will going to see it that कि मेरा पैसा जो मैं दूंगा इनका इतना बड़ा risky project है, तो whether I have got enough security for me to recover my money back. So there are different options again. They will be depending upon primary security, collateral security. You can cover your project, CGT MSC, up to 10 crore you can cover your project under CGT MSC also. So these are the things bank will see from bank's angle, and from his risk, if he is sure about his risk-taking capacity, bank will going to fund. But risks are there. Unless and until bank will going to fund, bank will not going to serve the purpose.
Good.
So
Thank
risk
you.
will be there.
Thank
Will
you,
be
sir.
there.
So we before we take up some questions from the yes, please. Yeah.
In 2007-2008, we became relatively very cash rich. So that time we decided to set up a project which is beyond Vatwa. Vatwa में 400, 500, 800, 1000 industries है, तो से we like to grow. So we studied 4 projects. 4 projects were given to us. One was कि 500 करोड़ से ऊपर का प्रोजेक्ट होना चाहिए और ऐसा होना चाहिए कि छोटे आदमी नहीं आ सके. So one was the cement manufacturing, one was the sheet glass manufacturing, one was pharmaceutical manufacturing, and one was caustic chlorine manufacturing. Out of all 4, the least profitable was caustic and chlorine. But still we went for that because we were into chemicals and dyes. We thought caustic chlorine will be a better product, more suitable to our nature and more suitable for our progress. So we discarded other three and went for caustic chlorine. Today we have on one side highest caustic chlorine production in India, more than 1,000 tons per day.
Fantastic. So I'm going to very quickly kind of end with a quick rapid fire kind of quick reactions. So IPO का बड़ा SME IPO and काफ़ी लोग एक इच्छा रखते हैं entrepreneurs की IPO हमारा business IPO में जाना चाहिए, especially SME IPO में. तो चारों से मेरा एक I want quick reactions. What is your take on IPO? SMEs should look at this, and what is your views? All the four of you.
They can look at it.
Yeah.
Only thing is that whenever SMEs are going in for IPO, compliance part is too high. So if they can manage that thing, they can get the money, and this is the platform wherein they will going to get the visibility and brand building through IPO.
So you are pro.
Yes.
If they are
absolutely.
prepared for it.
We have got many units in our portfolio who have got assistance from us also and also gone for listing.
मिहिर भाई आपका क्या विचार है?
सो SME IPO के बाद क्या होता है, एक चीज़ अच्छी हो जाती है कि आपका मार्केट परसेप्शन मीन्स फाउंडर भी कभी कभी अपने आप पर डाउट करता है कि मेरे 200 करोड़ की वैल्यूएशन है, मेरी 300 करोड़ की. सो द पॉइंट इज दैट परसेप्शन एंड अदर थिंग्स एंड एबिलिटी टू रेज मनी फ्रॉम द मार्केट एंड समटाइम ऑन लीवरेज. कि कभी कभी क्या होता है, पास्ट में पाप हो गए होते हैं, ठीक है, मिस्टेक्स वगैरह, तो आप मिस्टेक सही कर सकते हो. बट द पॉइंट इज कि अभी फेड है तो रिस्क फैक्टर में कभी भी पढ़ता हूँ, स्मॉल कंपनी लार्ज कंपनी सब में रिस्क फैक्टर लिखा होता है, लेकिन पब्लिक पैसा दे रही है. सो मीनिंग देयर बाय अगर मैं एज ए इंडिपेंडेंट देख रहा हूँ कि आपके मर्चेंट बैंकर ने सब कुछ डिस्क्लोज कर दिया, आपके P&L बैलेंस शीट वगैरह है, तो भी पब्लिक आर ईगर टू पुट मनी, दैट मनी हेल्प्स यू टू ग्रो द कंपनी. हैविंग सेड दैट, एक चीज़ है कि कभी भी अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि बिज़नेस अभी मुझे, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि बच्चे की भी शादी आप एडल्ट हो जाते हैं बाद में करते हो, ठीक है, यू डोंट गेट मैरिड, तो आपको ये लगता है कि मुझे, अगर आपकी वल्नरेबिलिटी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ ए बिजनेस, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि IPO के बाद देर इज़ अ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी, कि एक बार IPO में अगर आपका केस खराब हो गया, मीन पोस्ट IPO, बिकॉज यू लिव क्वार्टर टू क्वार्टर,
करेक्ट,
तो आपको कुछ भी लॉन्ग टर्म प्लानिंग बहुत सारी कंपनियां कर ही नहीं पाती है. मैं बहुत सारी ऐसी कंपनियों को देखता हूँ कि नहीं, लॉन्ग टर्म प्लानिंग कहाँ से करूँगा, अभी मैं कुछ करूँगा तो मुझे नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर में आई नीड टू शो सम रिजल्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ. सो आप लॉन्ग टर्म कोई R&D एक्टिविटीज़ नहीं कर सकते, टेक्नोलॉजी में इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं कर सकते, बाकी सब चीज़ें नहीं कर सकते, जो एज ए कंपनी यू कीप ऑन ट्राइंग, राइट. तो जिंदगी क्वार्टर टू क्वार्टर तक की हो जाती है. वन नीड टू डिसाइड एट व्हाट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वन शुड गेट इनटू IPO. इसकी स्टैंडर्ड एक प्लेबुक नहीं हो सकती.
आशीष भाई, यू आर ऑल लिस्टेड कंपनीज, सो जब आप ये डिसीजन, तब तो SME IPO था नहीं, आई थिंक.
हम लोगों ने, we were the only company in India to do IPO, first IPO in Singapore. And we were, only 3 companies were listed out of India without being listed in India, so we were there. And we got listed in Singapore in 2003. But all said and done, IPO is an expensive affair. Second, IPO requires lot of paperwork, and if your company is progressing, it is better to delay IPO as much as possible for your higher wealth. पहले से कंपनी किसी को दे देना, वो ज़्यादा कमाएगा, आप नहीं कमाएंगे. Let it be delayed till you can delay.
Very good, very, very insightful. Please, sir. Yeah.
In fact, SME exchange, to bring SME exchange in Ahmedabad or in Gujarat, I was the role model. So SME exchange, I brought it over here. In fact, I also passed the subsidy from the government. Those who wants to go for the SME IPO exchange, government is still and was giving 50,000 rupees as a subsidy to go for the IPO. Having said that, many people come to me, why don't you go to the IPO? I was in the same thought process what Mihir said, I had it. If I can earn and put my money back into my business, plow back, and my growth plan is matching what I really want to do, I don't want to go for the accountability. Why should I go? I mean, because I know that this much I am going to earn, this much I have to invest, and this is my business plan. See, growth plan, if you go on a multiple base, right from if I am getting 100 rupees from profit from one company, then if I say, let me make it 100 tons, and then after selling 50 tons, if I cannot sell another 50 tons, again it is a problem. So normally, any businessman, particularly of our class, should go with slowly, gradually looking to the market and what best I can do, what best we can do, that is.
Very good.
That is what my
Thank you.
thought process.
So my I think we should start winding up and taking some questions from the audience. एक आपने पॉइंट बोला था, ये लिटरली मेरा लास्ट क्वेश्चन है कि बैलेंस शीट ठीक है, फाइनेंशियल प्रूडेंस इम्पॉर्टेंट है, बैलेंस शीट समझना, ये सब इज फाइन, बट आई थिंक द रोल ऑफ वैल्यूज़, पर्सनल वैल्यूज़, जैसे आपने बताया नीति और आपका खुद का, बिकॉज वी हियर अ लॉट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल मिसमैनेजमेंट. हम तो आज फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं, बट ये भी सच है कि फाइनेंशियल मिसमैनेजमेंट होता है, वो जानबूझ के, नोइंगली, एंड आई थिंक आवर बैंकर कोलीग्स नो दिस मच बेटर. सो आई वांट अ वेरी क्लियर message from and your views on because all of you are you stand for values. What is your message? There is a lot of temptations, all kinds of temptations for financial jugglery and dressing of your balance sheets, etc. Any message that you would like to give to the, especially entrepreneurs who are in the growth stage?
जनरली पीपल गो ओवरबोर्ड, बेसिकली ओवर लिवरेज कर लेते हैं, बैलेंस शीट उतना सपोर्ट नहीं करता है. ज़रूरत 2 करोड़ की थी, ले लिया 10 करोड़. नाउ क्वेश्चन कम्स कि मेरे को ये पैसा कैसे पे करना है. व्हाट दे डू कि लिया था इंस्टीट्यूशन से, चले गए एनबीएफसी के पास. जब इंस्टीट्यूशन बैंक का पेमेंट ड्यू हुआ, एनबीएफसी से लिया, इसको दे दिया. अब उसका मोरेटोरियम खत्म होने के बाद उसका भी ड्यू हो गया, इसका भी ड्यू हो गया, फिर प्रॉब्लम. अनदर थर्ड एनबीएफसी हायर रेट, इससे 9%, इससे 12%, इससे 15%, नेक्स्ट 18%. दे गेट इनटू ट्रैप, बेसिकली डेट ट्रैप. तो वो दैट इज द बेसिक यू कैन से कि प्रॉब्लम इज देयर इन फ्यू ऑफ द एमएसएमईज which are finding it very difficult to come out of this pressure, and then they come to the pressure and become NPA.
Vivek, quick comments from all the panelists, very quick, please.
I think quickly, my sense is we should not really get into unicorn syndrome. Not everybody has to be unicorn. It's as simple as that. All businesses cannot be $1 billion businesses. Then everybody would be a billionaire. No, it's not going to happen that way, and therefore compromises will happen when your targets are misplaced.
Correct.
And therefore the compromises will happen. Be realistic in your targets, be ethical in what you're doing, and I think you'll just do right. It's as simple as that. Everything else is anyway taken care of.
A quick comment, sir.
So value is more of a culture you create in the organization. So अगर फाउंडर या प्रमोटर खुद ही कुछ पैसा निकाल रहा है, कुछ कर रहा है, तो आपका फाइनेंशियल एडवाइज़र भी उसी हिसाब से एडवाइस करेगा, आपके नेक्स्ट लेवल का आदमी भी वैसे ही करेगा, आपका प्रोक्योरमेंट वाला भी एक बार आपके लिए सेटिंग करेगा, फिर खुद के लिए सेटिंग करेगा. सो द पॉइंट इज इट्स अ कल्चर यू आर क्रिएटिंग इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन.
Very well said, yeah.
सो द पॉइंट इज द फाउंडर नीड टू क्लियरली नॉट ओनली स्पीक, बिलीव इन एक्शन. कभी कभी क्या होता है, बोलने के लिए आप संत की तरह बात करते हो लेकिन आपकी एक्शन दिख जाते हैं. तो इंसान को हर एक चीज़ में एक क्लियर रहना चाहिए कि भाई मुझे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं करना है कि विच कीप अ बैगेज ऑन मी. ठीक है, वो बैगेज रहता है. मैं आपको सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूँ. वो क्या होता है कि प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बढ़ाने के लिए क्लोजिंग स्टॉक बढ़ा दो, ये कर दो, वो कर दो, छोटा मोटा विंडो ड्रेसिंग होता है. फिर समझ में आता है कि ये क्लोजिंग स्टॉक नेक्स्ट टाइम तो ओपनिंग स्टॉक है, नेक्स्ट ईयर क्या करोगे. सो द पॉइंट इज कि एवरीथिंग, एनी शॉर्टकट यू डू इज़ अ बैगेज. तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं करो कि जहाँ पर दिमाग पे कोई लोड आए, या ऐसा कोई कल्चर, ऐसा कोई क्रिएट ही नहीं करो जिससे ऐसा सिग्नल मिले. एंड ऑन द टॉप ऑफ इट, सी एनी बिजनेस इज नॉट इन आइसोलेशन. आप जो भी कर रहे हो, आप अपना कल्चर जो क्रिएट किया है ना, यू आर कनेक्टेड टू योर कस्टमर, सप्लायर, एवरीबडी. ठीक है, सप्लायर को भी मैसेज मिलता है आपका बंदा जिस हिसाब से डीलिंग करता है। तो द कल्चर यू प्रैक्टिस क्रिएट गिव अ क्लियर सिग्नल कि भाई आप कैसे हो, उसी हिसाब से आपका धंधा बढ़ेगा, डीपनिंग बढ़ेगा, सारी चीज़ें होगी।
करेक्ट। क्विक कमेंट फ्रॉम बोथ आशीष भाई।
एकदम ट्रांसपेरेंट रखने की बैलेंस शीट, एकदम ट्रांसपेरेंट। जो लिस्टेड नहीं है उसको तो कोई इश्यू ही नहीं है, और जो लिस्टेड है उनको भी ट्रांसपेरेंट ही रखना है। दे शुड नॉट गो इनटू क्वार्टर ट्रैप, क्योंकि बिजनेस लॉन्ग टर्म होता है, एक एक क्वार्टर पे नहीं होता है। जो क्वार्टर पे पग रखता है वो प्रोग्रेस नहीं करेंगे। हम साइकिल चलाते हैं तो नीचे नहीं देखते, सामने देखते हैं।
बहुत बढ़िया।
नहीं, मैंने तो बोल दिया that always you must know to how to assess your risk. If you know your risk, 80% of what you can do should do it.
करेक्ट।
There should be a leverage. So you should not, as you rightly said, not 100 plus, less than 100. You should do it, and then you are safe. And what he says, सो जाने का रात को आराम से, there is no cost of a better peace actually.
वेरी गुड।
So that is what I say. Business grow करना है, but it's with its own style. We don't want to become big money overnight, but we should learn how they become a big.
Yeah.
So that process we should go. And one question for you, Jay. You have been advising many companies. I would like to have a quick message or quick lines, few lines from you about this master your money and master your market. Please.
Well, basically, as a student of operations, I feel that you have to fix issues within your four walls before going out and worrying about customer, supplier, EA scheme ठीक नहीं है, bank ठीक नहीं है, port ठीक नहीं है, because there is a gold mine of opportunities to fix, processes inside the organization, and there is a lot of leakage within the organization. And I think my only message is पहले घर को सही करो before you go out and look at other opportunities. So that has been my life, that has been my focus. So operational excellence is very important for business excellence. So that would be my comment, sir. And that impacts your cash flow, it impacts everything. So before we take one or two questions, holiday season आ रहा है sir, अभी दिवाली vacations. So अगर जयमिन भाई ने बोला है कि हमारे पैनलिस्ट को, if you can tell me what is your dream destination, he is ready to send you there free of cost, it's his cost. So what is your dream destination, sir? बताइए. Quick, Naresh bhai.
Actually, right now we are not getting enough time to go for the visits and all.
No, but if time is available and it is fully paid by Dr. Jaimin Vasa, what is your dream destination? We'll come back to you. आपका क्या dream destination है? Kashmir. Okay, very good. Yes, sir. नहीं, ये तो आपने उंगली दिया तो पूरा दुनिया घूमना चाहते हैं आशीष भाई. Cruise to North Pole. Very good. And what about you?
Time at peace at home.
Oh, home. So home vacation. Okay. Very good. Thank you with that for that reactions. एक दो question we'll take from yes, please.
Hi everyone, I am Shubh Patel. So I have just recently started my professional journey. सर दो क्वेश्चंस है आप सब के लिए, मतलब आप में से कोई भी आंसर करे कि एक बिजनेस कोई भी चालू करता है तो मैंने बहुत सुना है कि एक कल्चर बनाना पड़ता है दैट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम ओनर, राइट? तो वो कल्चर कैसे, मतलब क्या उसमें बनता है, क्या थॉट प्रोसेस होना चाहिए? ऑल्सो सर एक जो सेकंड क्वेश्चन है वो ये है कि जो टीम मेंबर्स होते हैं तो टीम मेंबर्स में क्या क्वालिटीज़ होनी चाहिए, क्या देख के उनको चूज़ करना चाहिए, तो वो सब एक बार गाइड करिए ना सर.
बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है बट फिर भी क्विक कमेंट्स.
आपने बोला प्रोफेशनल, आपने ये नहीं बताया कि प्रोफेशनल सीए बनेंगे या आप इंजीनियर हैं. तो पहले तो ट्रांसपेरेंसी होनी चाहिए आपके क्वेश्चन में, वो कर दो, अपना सब ठीक हो जाएगा.
वेरी गुड. मैं एक चीज़ बताना चाहता हूँ. यस प्लीज.
हाँ, सो जनरली हम जहाँ पर इन्वेस्ट करते हैं हम ये बोलते हैं कि क्योंकि ये साइलेंटली बताना पड़ता है सामने वाले प्रमोटर को, ऐसा नहीं बताते कि भाई तुम अपने लिए बात नहीं करोगे. हम बोलते हैं कि भाई हम जब भी बात करेंगे आवर सेंटर टॉक, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि इफ़ यू आर अ प्रमोटर, आई एम ऑन द अदर साइड, इट मे बी पॉसिबल आई मे ऑफेंड योर व्यूज समटाइम्स, राइट? सो इफ़ वी टॉक ओनली एंड ओनली इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी, कि मैं कंपनी के लिए बात कर रहा हूँ, सो द थिंग्स इज ईजियर। तो हम ये बोलते हैं कि भाई आप ये प्रायोरिटी में सबसे ज़्यादा हम क्या देखेंगे, इंटरेस्ट इन प्रायोरिटी, द कंपनी फर्स्ट, देन कस्टमर्स, एम्प्लॉयज़, इन्वेस्टर एंड द लास्ट इज द प्रमोटर। अगर प्रमोटर जो भी है ये ऑर्डर में काम करेगा, ठीक है, कि कस्टमर, सो आई एम वरीड अबाउट माई कस्टमर, राइट, आई एम वरीड अबाउट माई एम्प्लॉय, आई एम वरीड अबाउट द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी एज अ सेंटर, राइट, एंड देन इन्वेस्टर्स एंड देन मी, तो लगभग कल्चर उसी हिसाब से ऑटोमेटिक सेट होता जाता है।
वेरी नाइस, वेरी वेल सेड। आई थिंक बहुत ध्यान से ये समझने की बात है, योर ओन पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट, यू नॉट रनिंग ए बिजनेस to take home money and buy a BMW tomorrow morning. You are running a business in that very specific order. Very well said, sir. Your comments?
I think very quickly. So leader is a guy who is very assertive because you know what you're set out to do, but at the same time empathetic. You need to understand it's a teamwork. It takes two to tango, right? So I think that's a virtue you should have. You have to have a lot of empathy. You need to really see it from the other's point of view, but be very assertive. Leaders can't be there without assertion. It's not possible.
Very good. I'll just add my one bit about culture, because culture makes or breaks organization, and culture is nothing but daily habits. Okay. जो हम रोज करते हैं, and लोगों ने बताया कि काया वाचा मन, I mean जो आप सोचो वो करो, and you live to it. I think that really helps. So yes, next question.
मैं एजुकेशन फील्ड में हूँ। एक्चुअली आई एम इन रनिंग वन अबेकस बेज प्रोग्राम। मेरी एज 67 है। तो कहाँ कहीं जब मैं एक्चुअली आई वांट टू डेवलप माय प्रोजेक्ट ऑन अ बिगर स्केल, सो आई रिक्वायर्ड फंड टू एक्सपैंड माय प्रोजेक्ट। मैंने जहाँ भी कांटेक्ट किया वहाँ पे थोड़ा मुझे सर लग रहा है कि मेरा एज का इश्यू इसमें कहीं आ सकता है, क्योंकि मैं जो भी चीज़ सामने वाले को बोलता हूँ फैक्ट बोलता हूँ कि भाई मेरे साथ पार्टनरशिप में ये चीज़ हुई थी, आई फेस लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स, और आई एम अ किडनी डोनर ऑल्सो। बिफोर 37 years आई डोनेटेड वन माई किडनी टू माई सिस्टर। और सो ये सब प्रॉब्लम मैं जो भी सामने बोलता हूँ कि भाई देखो ये फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन है, ये प्रोजेक्ट है, मेरा प्लानिंग, और मुझे ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंस है कि जो मैं प्रोजेक्ट रन कर रहा हूँ दैट कैन क्रिएट एजुकेशन रिफॉर्म, but I cannot convince the person who is in front of me who want to invest.
Good. So the
in my
question
project.
is age a factor for entrepreneurship? Any quick comments? Maybe from the financiers.
Generally, bank institution look for, but in case if your entity's constitution, it depends whether it is a proprietary partnership, private limited, and the other peoples are there, or you have this succession plan in place, then they will not be having this kind of problem.
Thank you.
Maybe wherever you are approaching as a proprietor, that could be the reason.
One last question. I think yes, आप पहले आपने, then बाद में I think after we finish, you can please interact.
Thank you, sir. My particular question is, sir, in startup, the young students are doing a very good work. One girl has obtained good marks and gold medal. मैं थोड़ा गुजराती में बताऊंगा इसलिए लोगों को भी पता पड़े। एक निर्माમાં એક છોકરી એ ગોલ્ડ મેડલ पे મળ્યો અને સરકારે 12.5 લાખ રૂપિયા આપ્યા ઇનોવેટિવ આઈડિયાના કારણે। પછી કોરોનામાં થોડી તકલીફ થઈ, એના કારણે એની બેલેન્સ શીટ નેગેટિવ બતાવવા માંડી અને એની અંદર બધી બેંકો ચેરમેન બધાને મળ્યા છતાં પણ કોઈ બેંક આપવા તૈયાર નહોતું। તો એની અંદર સ્ટાર્ટઅપ તમે લોકો કઈ રીતના મદદ કરી શકો? આ પહેલો ક્વેશ્ચન। બધી બેંકમાં 52 બેંક, લગભગ 7 થી 8 બેંકના મોટા મોટા વ્યક્તિઓને મળ્યા, સમજાવ્યું, સરકારે સારા બાર આપ્યા છે અને બીજા આપવાના કયા છે। એ દરમિયાન રૂપાણી સાહેબ જતા રહ્યા એટલે બધી સ્કીમ જતી રહી, બધું જતું રહી।
તમે આ સેન્ટરમાં તમારી વિગત લઈને આવજો અને પછી આપણે 1 to 1 વાત કરીશું અને એમાંથી રસ્તો કાઢીએ।
સાહેબ નમસ્કાર। પહેલા दूसरा क्वेश्चन, नाउ सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट। इन सुरेंद्रनगर देर आर 202 शॉप्स आर देर फॉर दी पटोड़ा। ભારત સુરેન્દ્રનગરના અને ગુજરાતના પટોળા વખણાય છે, એની અંદર 17,000નું એક પટોળું છે એ 1 લાખમાં વેચાય છે અને એ લોકો જોડે કાચો માલ લેવા માટે પૈસા નથી અને આઈ વોન્ટ ટુ અવેલ ધ ક્લસ્ટર એડવાન્સ સ્ટાર્ટિંગ ફ્રોમ 10 crores. So would you please guide me, and it is my desire to get an advance rupees 10 crore rupees, subject to all the terms and conditions must be fulfilled by me.
आपको ये जो एडवांस चाहिए रहेगा, आपको एंटिटी के नाम पे चाहिए रहेगा या
हाँ वही बोलता हूँ, जैसे भी देते हैं, लेकिन माई एम्बिशन इज टू जनरेट दिस एम्प्लॉयमेंट एज वेल एज टू टेक द एडवांटेज ऑफ द स्कीम ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट विकसित भारत.
उसके लिए आपको ना एक एसपीवी बनाना पड़ता है.
क्या बनाना?
स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल बनाना पड़ता है.
तो उसमें मैं
सर,
बोला
ऐसा करते हैं,
आपको मिल लूंगा.
साहब से रिक्वेस्ट है कि आपका विजिटिंग कार्ड उनसे
हाँ,
आप
वो
लीजिए.
थैंक यू सर.
जरूर आप इनसे मिलिए
अभी-
और डॉक्टर वासा से भी मिलिए.
हाँ जी अभी लास्ट क्वेश्चन, 3 क्वेश्चन है.
यस,
ये लास्ट और सिंपल है. सिंपल ओके.
और भी है सर, एक आध क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज़ देयर आर मेनी हैंड्स. थैंक यू.
हाँ सर, कोई बिजनेस है उसका जो ना जो नेट प्रॉफिट है वो अराउंड 15% आ रहा है और कॉस्ट ऑफ बारोइंग 9 to 10% है, तो जो ना लीवरेज करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए?
नहीं, मैं इसका सीधा जवाब नहीं दे सकता हूँ, क्योंकि पॉइंट ये होता है कि प्रॉफिट आपकी प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी, लाइक मैं सिंपल बताता हूँ. अगर आप सोलर पावर प्लांट परचेज पीपीए किया है ना, 20 साल का कैश फ्लो क्लियर है, विंड मिल्स लगाई है आपने, पावर परचेस एग्रीमेंट कर लिया, रोड का टोल प्रोजेक्ट किया है, ये सारे बिना लिवरेज के पॉसिबल ही नहीं, वायबिलिटी बैठेगी नहीं. बट प्रेडिक्टेबल कैश फ्लो है, लिवरेज किया है तो लगभग प्रॉब्लम नहीं आता है, बिकॉज यू हैव एश्योर्ड कैश फ्लो. वैसे ही बिजनेसेस में भी, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल वर्किंग कैपिटल, यू नो द साइकिल राइट, तो वर्किंग कैपिटल लोग लिवरेज कर लेते हैं बिकॉज द साइकिल इज प्रेडिक्टेबल मोर और लेस, कि भाई 30 दिन में पैसा घूम जाता है, 60 दिन में घूम जाता है वगैरह. एंड द पॉइंट इज़ कि आपकी वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा होगा तो आपकी लिमिट उतना ढोल ज़्यादा होगा, नहीं तो कम हो जाएगा. नाउ कमिंग बैक टू लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल यू टेक अ टर्म लोन. अब पॉइंट ये है कि अभी कैलकुलेशन में कहीं एरर हो जाती, करना पड़ता है कि लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव एग्जिस्ट, फर्स्ट टाइम मैं डालता हूँ तो मैं डिमांड देखता हूँ कि इतना डिमांड है, इतना प्रोडक्ट का मार्जिन है, ये वो वगैरह. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द ग्रीन फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट आर लिवरेज वन. सो लिवरेजिंग कभी कभी करना पड़ता है बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव द एक्सेस टू द मनी. So like for example 100 crores project, naturally I will not have 100 crores to put, so I will be relying on the bank sources. But point ये होता है कि एंटरप्रेन्योर को ये ध्यान में रखना होता है कि this leveraging can kill me, and the point is that same company would be competing with many other companies who are in same business who are not leveraged. So because of cost competitiveness, you can be out of business in a year wherein the demand is not good.
ओके.
तो बहुत सारी कंपनियां प्रॉब्लम में आती है, इसे टेम्पररी प्रॉब्लम, ऑलवेज इट्स ए टेम्पररी. जैसे 2016 में 16-17 के बाद 18 में ज़्यादा वो बिगर, जो जब इंसॉल्वेंसी प्रोसीडिंग सब, क्योंकि देयर वाज अ कोड राइट एंड बैंक रिफ्यूज टू डू अ रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द आरबीआई सर्कुलर. तो 2018, 19, 20 में मैक्सिमम कंपनी गोट इन टू द इंसॉल्वेंसी. अब वो टेम्पररी प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, कैश फ्लो मिसमैच हो सकता है, बट द पॉइंट इज के यू कैन बी आउट ऑफ बिजनेस.
Okay, thank you. So there are a couple of more questions. We will end it here. But मैं request करता हूँ कि कुछ panelists आपके पास अगर 5-7 मिनट है इसके बाद, somebody can come and meet you. No, that's my request. So with that, thank you very much for your insights, sir. Over to Dr. Vasa for your closing remarks. Vote of thanks.
Sir, 1 minute. First of all, thank you very much to all of you to encourage us to remain present in the big numbers for this SME growth series functions. And I assure you, we'll come out with more and more good kind of subjects where it will help you to grow your business, to find out the issues and problems and get solutions for your problems. And last but not least, I thank all my friends, panelists, for giving the best of the time, valuable time, to be over here on my simple one call and giving the best of their knowledge. And last but not least, I thank my dear friend Jan to moderate today's session efficiently and very nicely and giving the best of the knowledge to you. So once again, thank you very much, and we'll meet again in our next series. Thank you.